Welcome to my home studio. Take a look around if you'd like. So I am currently in my 300-hour yoga teacher training online, and part of my teacher training is to offer karma classes to the community, which are complimentary. And we're going to just go through a variety of different styles and types of yoga. I've already done a yoga nidra, did a little meditation. All of these are available on my website for you to enjoy at any time. They're also going to be part of my my technical teaching. So I hope you enjoy the class. We are going to be practicing yin class today. Yin is a beautiful, beautiful practice. It's on the passive side, so we'll do only, I don't know, probably 6 or 7 poses that will hold for anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes. So we'll probably just get about 7 poses in. This is a passive class, but it's quite intense. What we're doing is we're sort of getting into the connective tissues, right? So we're getting into the ligaments, and accessing the fascia, which is this beautiful connective tissue that holds all of our organs in place, our blood vessels, and we like to keep that fascia very flexible and loose, right? So it moves and it flows, and that allows this beautiful fluidity in our body. Yin yoga is, like I said, it's passive, so it's kind of, the qualities are sort of cool and water and dark and intuitive. We enjoy lingering in these poses. So I like to offer affirmations in our yin practice while we're holding poses. Sometimes the mind likes to sort of wander off. These affirmations help you keep present into the moment. We invite ourselves to come to the edge of the pose, right? So we are encouraging ourselves to, get to that full sensation, but not a painful experience. The full sensation of the pose. Once we get to our edge, we're going to commit to stay there in stillness. And once we make that commitment, we're going to allow the magic to happen, right? Allow the opening to happen. Allow the stretching to happen. We're just simply accessing these deeper layers, these ligaments, the fascia. So I hope that you have some props handy. I like to have a strap. My blocks are here. And we will jump on into our practice of yin yoga. So let's start just sitting up nice and tall and allowing ourselves to just come into this environment, right? Whatever environment you're in. Hopefully it's lovely and quiet, a place where you won't be disturbed. So close the eyes. And allow yourself to notice your breath. And just take a quick scan of the body and just notice how the joints are feeling. How the bones are feeling. And just commit yourself to that stillness. Commit yourself to working on those deeper tissues, right? The deeper tissues that we find in our joints and our ligaments, the fascia, the bones. Take a moment to drop into the body. Feel the connection to the earth. And allow yourself to drop into your breath, whatever the breath is. Just notice if it's sort of shallow, deep, is it erratic? Maybe it's just all over the place. And just notice, it's okay, don't worry. And then allow the mind to rest on the breath. And let's just take 5 breaths here. Each inhale, bringing in that beautiful prana that calms us or wakens us, gives us whatever we need. Each exhale, a release, a shedding of anything that is troubling you, worries or fears, anxieties, just let them go, floating out on that out breath. And enjoy 3 more. And then perhaps you keep the eyes closed. And then just bring the soles of the feet together. Little butterfly pose. And decide how you feel in this pose. Do you like those legs out a little bit further away from the body? Or does it feel nicer to you to have those heels closer to your pelvis? Whichever pose you come to, just make sure that you can stay in this pose for a few minutes. Take a nice big breath. And then as you exhale, just allow yourself to fold forward. So I like to take my fingers around my toes and then just allow my inhale to lengthen my spine and my exhale to let me sink in a bit deeper. Blocks supporting your legs sort of underneath the knees. Maybe they're on the little bit higher level of the block. I've even seen people stack the blocks and allow their forehead to rest. Feels kind of nice. You decide. Just take another moment to get into the posture. We settle into that edge, the sensation. We commit to the stillness. And we wait and allow the magic to happen. Perhaps as you're here, you use an affirmation of, I am kind. I am kind. And just simply breathing in and breathing out. And notice already where you're softening. And the longer we hold these poses, the deeper we enter into it. The more the pose is exposed to our bodies. And just breathe. The breath is simply flowing in and flowing out. Always returning back to the breath. As the mind begins to wander and wane, just bring yourself, your awareness, and let it rest on the breath. Noticing where you're releasing. Notice how the face is softening. And we'll take 10 more breaths here, resting on the breath. Silently saying, I am kind, my affirmation. And now very gently, coming out of the pose, moving the blocks to the side. I just want you to extend your legs out. nice and wide, coming into a straddle posture. So find what works for you. You might take a moment to sort of internally rotate those legs so the toes and the feet are pointing up towards the earth. And you can have your blocks here. Taking a nice big breath, lengthen, and then as you exhale, just allow yourself to come forward in a fold. Sometimes it helps to sort of tilt the pelvis forward. Blocks here are really delicious as well. Can rest your forehead. Maybe your body doesn't need that. And once again, we return to the edge, right, which is so delicious. Once we find that edge, we commit to hold. And then we allow the opening. We allow the sweet release. We dig so deep into our ligaments, connective tissue, the soft tissue of the body. And we'll stay here for 3 or 4 minutes. Maybe your affirmation is, I am courageous. I am courageous. Notice the softening of the shoulders and the sweet stretch of the legs. Maybe even dropping a little bit into the low back. I am courageous. And keeping the eyes closed, and perhaps you shift the attention inward. And it often happens in this beautiful yin practice that we get so deep into the pose, the opening happens so much that we begin removing blocks. Notice if that happens today. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it will. I am courageous. Yin yoga helps us to sleep better. It helps with our immunity, our immune system, mobility. Notice where you're feeling the stretch. And notice if that sensation is changing at all. Can you relax your face a little bit? Relax the shoulders. Let's take 10 more breaths here. Take 2 more nice full rounds. I am courageous. And then slowly rise up. Take the blocks to the side. And then plant the feet on the mat. Just come onto forearms. And we'll just take the knees from side to side. Just a little counter action here. Maybe you take the chin from side to side. Feels nice. And then very easy coming back up. Let's send that left leg out nice and long. You can tuck that right foot in. Again, we want to think about the knee and the toes pointing up to the sky, but gently. You can take a turn in that direction towards that left foot, and then just allow yourself to fold over it. Again, we can use blocks here, resting our heads, resting our arms. We think about the inhalation, lengthening the spine, the exhalation, releasing a little bit more. Take yourself to your edge here. Where is that? Where are you feeling this? Commit to hold. And then allow the magic to happen. Maybe our affirmation here is, I am powerful. I am powerful. Silently repeating that to yourself. The more we say positive things to ourselves, the better, right? It changes our brain waves. What you tell yourself is what you feel and what you become. So I am powerful. And just go with what your body is giving you today. Let the breath be a guide. Let the breath be a tool. I am powerful. Allowing for the sweet release, allowing for the opening. And make sure you continue to breathe in and breathe out. I am powerful. We'll take 10 more breaths here. Maybe once again we ride the ebb and the flow of the breath. Take 2 more full rounds. Full inhales and full exhales. And then slowly, we'll take it to the other side. Right leg goes out nice and long. Tuck that left foot in. And setting yourself up on this side. Maybe we turn a little bit towards that right leg, toes towards the sky. We take a nice big breath. And then we exhale and fold. And I'm going to stay up nice and high. This is where my edge is today. And that's totally perfect. We work with what the body is giving us. We work with what our energy is today. Finding the edge on this side. Commit to the hold. And allow. Noticing the difference on each side. Notice the experience of the pose. And perhaps you're already noticing the benefits of this practice. Feeling a little calmer. Feeling a little bit more open. Notice the release in the face. The release in the shoulders. Resisting the urge to fidget, to fix that hair that's bothering you. Take care of it in a moment. Maybe the affirmation on this side is I am patient. I am patient. Watch the breath. Committing to getting the full benefits from the breath as well as the practice, as well as the poses. I am patient. I am patient. And let's take 10 more breaths here. Nice and full and deep. And take 2 more breaths. Feeling that energy, the nourishment, the sense of ease. And nice and slowly rise up. swing those hips around, the feet around. And come to a child's pose. So you can have a child's pose, or perhaps you want to reach back and hold on to the feet and come onto sort of the top of the forehead and tucking your chin. Wherever you are, take a moment to settle in. Finding your edge even here in this child's pose. Committing to stillness. And then patiently waiting for the opening. And perhaps as you're here, you might take a moment to feel connected. Take a moment to explore the posture. Take a moment to listen. And take a moment to know. And settle into this posture. And our mantra here can be, I am safe. 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 And let's take 10 more breaths here. Enjoy 2 more full rounds, inhaling and exhaling. Nice and gently and slowly, make your way to thread the needle, just taking that left arm, sliding it underneath the right, and allowing the left shoulder and the left cheek to come down. Find what feels good on the right arm. and find your edge here. Commit and then wait. And perhaps the mantra here is, I am open to change. I am open to change. Maybe there's a moment here where you can check in and see how you're feeling, physically and energetically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally. How are you feeling? And notice if something has changed. Something surely has changed. I am open to change. And let's enjoy 10 more breaths here. Two more breaths. And then very slowly unwind from this posture, and let's take that same good work to the other side. Sliding the right arm underneath the left, releasing the chin, releasing the cheek, the shoulder, and do what feels good with that left arm. Noticing the difference from side to side. Committing to stay still, finding the edge, and let the opening happen. And perhaps the affirmation on this side, the mantra, is I am happy. I am happy. Nice easeful breaths in and out. Noticing our sensations. And just letting the breath ride on the sensation. A simple inhale. A simple exhale. A simple receiving. A simple letting go. Let's take 10 more breaths here. And find 2 more breaths. And then allow yourself to unwind. And very slowly making your way onto your back. Drawing the knees in towards the heart. And coming to a happy baby posture. So holding on to big toes or wherever on your foot feels right to you. Some people even hang on to the shins. Flexing the feet and then drawing the knees down on the sides of the body towards the mat. And I'd like you to keep that tailbone flat on the earth. Maybe the shoulders are trying to stay there. And just feel the openness in your hips. Generally in this happy baby we do some movement, but today we're going to just stay still. We're going to find that edge. Commit to this stillness. And let those hips open. Let the magic happen. And the mantra here can be, I am blissful. I am blissful. I am blissful. Just simply make a choice that makes sense to you today. I am blissful. I am blissful. I am blissful. And then take 10 more breaths here. Easy in, easy out. And take 2 more full breaths. And then draw the knees in towards the heart. You can shift the hips a little bit to the right as you allow the knees to gently float over towards the left. Thinking about grounding through the back of the shoulders. And maybe you take your gaze in the opposite direction of your knees. Take a moment to find this posture. And then find the edge. Commit and allow. This beautiful twisting posture resets our spine. And perhaps our affirmation here is, I am amazing. I am amazing. I am amazing. I am amazing. Amazing. We're diving deep into those connective tissues. Accessing deeper layers of our fascia. And as you're ready, yogis, switch to the other side. Knees to the right, gaze opposite of the knees. Arms out by the side, perhaps the palms are up, maybe the fingers are curled just the slightest little bit. Affirmation here can be, I am ready. I'm ready to receive abundance. I am ready. Noticing the difference from side to side. And noticing the sweet rhythm of the breath. Simple in breath, simple out breath. I am ready. Ready to receive. And the next inhalation, draw the knees into the heart. And then send the legs out nice and long, coming into your version of Shavasana. Listening to what the body is telling you. So maybe the legs are long, toes to the corners of the mat. Perhaps the knees are bent and feet as wide as your mat. Whatever it is, come to the posture. Commit to stillness and allow for the sweet integration of all the good work that we just did. Breathe. And I will leave you here, yogis, in your Shavasana to enjoy for as long as you'd like. I encourage you to say this affirmation: I am enough. I wish you a beautiful Shavasana, a beautiful rest of the day. I hope you enjoyed our practice together as much as I did. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Thank you, yogis.